Welcome to the 13th episode of Defiance OET Writing Evaluations. Today we go through the case of Marjorie Jackson, a 40-year-old patient at a general practice. We have covered this case note before, so we will focus on a different candidate's attempt this time. The evaluations will cover all 6 criteria from the OET writing descriptor. In purpose, the attempt got a 2 out of 3. It could have highlighted the urgency of the situation. For content, it's 4 out of 7. There are inaccurate information. A 6 out of 7 in both conciseness and clarity, and genre and style. The letter can use shorter sentences, and the initials of the reader are incorrect. It uses Mr. Blackthorne instead of Dr. Blackthorne. A 7 out of 7 for organization and layout, and a 5 in language. The candidate can improve on article usage. Let's look at details. Purpose. While the urgency of the situation is implied through the description of the patient's deteriorating condition, explicitly stating the urgency in a single, clear statement could have better highlighted the necessity of immediate action. For example, adding a sentence like, "Urgent admission is required due to the patient's acute depressive psychosis, refusal of food and fluids, and risk of further deterioration," would make the urgency unmistakably clear. Content. The content is appropriate to the intended reader and mostly addresses what is needed to continue care. But the letter contains some inaccuracies, as shown. The letter also does not mention the patient's past history of postnatal depression, which could be relevant to the context of her mental health history. Conciseness and clarity. The length of the document is mostly appropriate to the case and reader. Information is summarized effectively and presented clearly. The sentences themselves could have been shorter. For example, shown here is the candidate's attempt in red and the shortened version in the green. The paragraphs are effectively summarized. Each paragraph begins with a statement that gives the reader an idea of what that paragraph is all about. For example, the second paragraph starts with the initial presentation of the patient. It answers the question, what happened when the patient initially presented herself? Similarly, the third paragraph answered, what happened when she visited 3 weeks later, and then today's visitation. Genre and style. Writing is factual and appropriate to the genre and reader with occasional, minor inappropriacies. For example, the letter addresses Dr. J. Blackthorne appropriately, but the use of Dear Mr. Blackthorne should be corrected to Dear Dr. Blackthorne to reflect the proper title. Technical language, abbreviations, and polite language are used appropriately for the document and recipient. Organization and layout. Each paragraph follows a similar structure, the patient's assessment, followed by diagnosis and then the treatment. Only in the second last paragraph is the treatment missing, and it makes sense as this is where the reader's expertise is needed. Therefore, organization and paragraphing are appropriate, logical, and clear. Key information is highlighted and subsections are well organized. The document is well laid out as well. Language. There are some minor slips in language. This generally does not interfere with meaning. This letter has grammatical issues with article usage. The scoring. This attempt easily gets a B. If you found this video useful, follow us on social media for more such content and training. Inspire us to keep creating videos like this one by liking, sharing, and subscribing to our YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, take care.